I'm here with Carolyn Boroden. She's the author of Fibonacci Trading. Carolyn, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, if somebody is getting into Fibonacci for the first time, maybe they're a long-term investor and they're trying trading for the first time, where would you say is a good place to start in learning about this?
Well, I think that most of the trading software out there has some basic Fibonacci tools. I think what they might want to look at is identifying a trend in the market, and then picking or trying to learn to choose the right highs and lows on a particular chart and run the retracements and see how the market reacts, and actually let the market teach you how it works, or whether or not it will work for you.
Is there a benefit in going back historically and kind of drawing lines to see how it worked out in the past to help you decide what to do here in the present?
Absolutely. Going over back data and seeing how it worked will help you, in the future. It'll also show you that the patterns repeat themselves over and over again.
And how long did it take you to really become confident enough in this strategy to trade on it on a daily basis?
It might have been about a year, because initially I really started on paper charts with a proportional divider, and then when I finally got some programs to work with, then it was a lot easier, and after watching the repetition, I became confident.
Do you go out, besides intraday, daily, monthly, would you even go further out than that to draw these lines to see if there's some confluence here?
If I had more time in the day, I would probably do the monthly chart, but right now I probably stick with weekly and then down from there.
What are some of the markets right now that you think Fibonacci is doing extremely well on, that it's really helping you make good trading decisions?
Stock indexes, the bond market, the euro, the yen. I've done some work in the grains. Pretty much any market that has well-defined highs and lows, I can do the work on.
The euro and the yen, how are you trading those? On the futures market?
In the futures, yes.
And how long have you been doing that?
I've been setting up trades probably over the last 5 years in those, but more recently I started adding them to my end-of-day newsletter because I'm watching the daily timings on those and finding that it responds very well.
Are there any leading indicators that you're watching? You sound like you're doing a lot of intermarket analysis to see what's following what. Are there some things that really kind of correlate well right now?
Well, typically you'll see something like if the bond market's going down, the stock market's going to have an inverse effect. But I still take each market individually, because there are times when the bond market and the stock market will go in the same direction. So I still have to base my risk on the individual chart.
What kind of percentage of wins are you looking for with Fibonacci to know that you're drawing the right levels, that you are interpreting the lines correctly?
Well, if you're setting up the work in the direction of the trend, I'm thinking 65–70%.
Thanks for your time, Carolyn.
Thanks for having me.
You're watching the MoneyShow.com video network.